Good evening, Mr. Walker.
Howdy. Two good ones.
See that they're well down in front, please. Yes, ma'am.
You know, this is just a waste of time, Jane. If there was a little kid in this show, someone else would have seen her, too.
It is our duty to investigate. That's why you're an officer of the league. Jeff Morgan saw this child get off the train. He said she couldn't have been more than 8 years old.
Hey, Jeff.
Oh, hello, Newt. Good evening, Mrs. Truxton.
Good evening, Mr. Morgan.
Are you sure that was a kid you saw?
Sure. She was with the troop getting off their private car. I reported it to Mrs. Truxton by telephone.
There you are.
All right. We'll go in and see.
Thanks.
Well, Tom, you know I made up my mind to kill you.
Very likely, Master.
That's exactly what I'm going to do, you black scoundrel. Unless you tell me what you know about Eliza.
I can't tell you nothing, Master. I can only die.
You've always stood out against me. Now I'll either conquer or kill you. One or t'other.
Do the worst you can, Master. My troubles will soon be over.
But if you don't repent, yours ain't never gonna end.
What? You threaten her? Hey, that! Hey, that!
Whip you darn fool!
And that!
My body may belong to you, Master Legree, but my soul belongs to God.
Take him out and feed him to the hogs.
Are you Simon Legree?
That's who I be, and who are you?
I'm Marks the lawyer. I understand that you bought a Negro in New Orleans named Tom.
Yes, I did buy such a fellow. And the devil of a bargain I had of it, too. What brings you here?
This little bit of paper. I arrest you for the murder of Mr. Sinclair. Now, what have you got to say to that?
This is my answer. I'm hit. The game is up.
Take him out and feed him to the hounds. Ladies and gentlemen, you have just been witnessing my own personal version of Harriet Beecher Stowe's great classical drama, Uncle Tom's Cabin, with a cast entirely made up of New York City metropolitan stars at the ridiculous price of 10, 20, and 30 cents, thus averaging less than 2 cents an actor.
Hey, this is the last time I'm going to tell you about hitting me around the leg with that whip.
Oh, gee, I'm sorry, Tracy. I get so excited not to see you.
I've been in 20 town shows, but I've never got up against such a rotten messer. Why don't you hit me around the pad? But no, always the leg where I'm
Oh,
weak.
lay off, can't you?
Oh, you two still at it? Why don't you hire a hall?
You know what he done?
Oh, I don't care what he done. When you get off the stage, don't you see we're ringing up?
Gee, Hat, you look swell.
But not now, Mal. This is a death scene, not a love scene. Is there any money in the house?
Yeah, about enough for a cup of coffee.
Oh, it's tough.
All ready, Hat?
Yeah, let her go.
Next year. So, friends, if you have enjoyed our performance this evening, I request that you knock on your neighbor's door on your way home tonight and tell him so. If you did not enjoy it, don't knock. I thank you. Let her go, Professor.
I love you, Topsy. I love you because you haven't any father or mother or friend. And I want you to try and be good for my sake. Oh, dear Miss Eva, I will try to try. But golly, I'm so wicked.
How shiftless.
Look at those clothes. They look... They look like great gates of pearl. Uncle Tom, I am going there.
Where, Miss Eva?
To the Spirit's Bright. I am going alone.
Oh, well, you have it all wrong. Miss Hartley's been playing Little Eva for the last 15 years. She's no kid.
Now, I guess I can trust my own eyes. The little girl I saw can't be more than 8 years or 9 years at the most.
Oh, you must mean Little Oriole. She's Miss Hartley's sister and travels with the troupe.
Well, who attends to her education?
Why, we all do.
Well, Mr. Wampler and Mrs. Struxton want to see her and have a talk.
Well, you tell them to come back after the performance. We haven't time for them now.
Eva! Eva! Tell us what you see.
Oh, joy! Love! Peace!
Bless the Lord, Master. It's all over. It's all over.
Oh, honey, help me on with these, will you?
Oh, gee, you were beautiful in that scene tonight, Hat. Never played it better.
Oh, lay off, will you?
Honest, you were great.
Oh, what'd you do? Did you hurt it?
Yeah.
Oh. Did it hurt bad?
It's all right now.
Ah.
Eva! Eva! Can you tell us where our Eva's gone? Where our Eva has left us here to sigh and to mourn? Can you tell us where our Eva's gone? Eva, 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 Eva. Can you tell us where our Eva's gone?
You ain't hurt, are you?
Oh, gee, honey, how'd it happen?
I was trying to quiet the hound when she turned on the flyman, and he let go of the rope.
There's nothing broken.
Gosh, it's the second time that hound has done that.
Well, it was Oriole teasing her. I saw her.
Say, that hound's getting so touchy you can't go near her.
Yeah, I guess you'd be touchy, too, if you're going to have pups.
Well, I guess I would at that. Oh, gee, we just like her to have them pups some nights when she's chasing Eliza across the ice.
Come on, honey.
Oh,
Sorry.
gee, it's my leg. That's my... Wait till I lay hands on that kid.
Oh, don't be sore, Oriole. She's just a kid, and you know what kids are.
Oh, you always take her part against me.
That's because I'm crazy about you both. You know that. Here, sit down and take your makeup off. And Connie will help you to dress.
Oh, I don't need any help.
No, she's all right. Besides, I got to get my own trunk packed out. See you down at the car.
All right, thanks, Connie.
Okay. So long.
You better hurry and get your stuff packed, honey.
Oh, don't take me long. You know that.
Oh, now that's out.
Oh, just one.
Well, make it snappy. Oh.
Gee, Hat, I'm crazy about you.
Oh, now don't do that.
I think I'll stay right here.
Oh, you'd better come with me, Jane.
I wouldn't contaminate myself.
Very well. You wait for me here.
Howdy, Newt.
Howdy. Give this card to Miss Hartley and tell her who I am.
Sure, Newt.
Hey. Who do you want?
Gentleman wants to see Miss Hartley.
What gentleman?
Newt Wampler, one of the richest men in this town.
Oh, a stage door, John? Eh?
Oh, no. Newt's one of the big fellows in this town. I guess he wants to see her on business.
I'll take it into her.
Oh, all right.
Come in. Oh, hello, Ed. I want to see you.
Oh, lovebird stuff, eh? Get your clothes on, your trunk packed. Do you know we're pulling out at 1:40?
Oh, there's no hurry.
Where's Oriole?
Why?
Fella asking about her a while ago said he was an officer.
Oh, gee, one of those things again. Go find her now.
Here I am.
Good notion to give you a licking. How many times must I tell you not to tease that dog while the show's going on?
Oh, lay off. She's all right.
She won't hit me.
Oh, I would if I didn't love you so much.
Hey, Oriole, run into my dressing room and look in the makeup shelf, and you'll find some candy.
Oh, goodness.
Hurry.
And the way you feed her candy, anybody thinks she was a circus pony. You know what a weak stomach she's got.
Oh, Ed, could you let me have a little advance?
What for?
Oriole's got to have some more cod liver oil.
What does she do? Bathe in it?
Well, I'd like to have a little money anyway.
You hams seem to think I'm a mint.
Oh, come on, just $1 or two.
Can't let you have any. There was just enough in the house tonight to get us on to the next town.
Oh, gee.
Oh, don't you worry, Hat. I'll run over to the drugstore and come back with this stuff. You wait here, and we'll go down to the car together.
All right. Oh, Ed, I don't know what we're going to do if you can't let us have some money once in a while.
Is that what you want to see me about?
Yeah.
Well, there's a chance for us all to get some money.
How?
Fella coming in to see you.
Who?
Name's Wampler. And they say he's a big splash in this town.
What does he want?
I don't know unless you've gone and snagged yourself a John.
Oh, be yourself.
Now, if he should want to go into show business, why, I wouldn't mind letting him in. See?
You mean you want me to string him along? Is that the idea?
Yes, be nice to him. Get him interested.
Well, you got me wrong, Ed. I ain't never done a thing like that, and I'm not going to begin it now.
Say, listen, I've been pretty nice to you. But if business don't pick up pretty quick, I'll leave this turkey flat. Then what'll you do?
Oh, I guess we'll get along somehow.
Yeah? You've never been stranded, have you? Well, let me tell you, it's pretty tough going.
Oh, I wish I was out of this rotten business.
You couldn't get out of it if you wanted to. Once a trooper, always a trooper. Oh, Hat, it means as much to yourself and the troop as it does to me. And all you got to do to help us all out is to kid this fellow along a little. Come on, what do you say?
Well, I'll do what I can, but I don't...
That's all I ask. Just do what you can. He's just right for some Jane DeVamp. I'll send him in to you. Ah, she wants you to go right in, Mr. Wampler.
Thanks.
Second door on the left. You can't miss it.
Come in. How do you do?
Howdy. Well, I guess I'm in the right church, but the wrong pew, as the fella says.
Well, you're Mr. Wampler, aren't you?
Yep, that's my name. I came back here looking for that little kid that played Evie.
Well, didn't you know it was me that played Eva?
You? Oh, you can't fool me. Why, she had long golden curls.
Oh.
Well, there you are.
Holy suffering cats. And to think you fooled me.
Did you really think I was a kid, honest?
Well, my eyesight isn't as good as it used to be.
Well, you needn't apologize, for Pete's sake. Might as well have a good laugh over it.
Yeah. Well, I'll let you in on a better laugh than that. Do you want to know why I came back here? Well, get this. This is good. While I was having supper tonight, Mrs. Jane Truxton, who is at the head of our Child's Welfare League, called me up and said that there was a little girl playing in the show down at the Opera House that ought to be investigated. And we hot-footed it over here to pinch you.
No.
Yeah. And until I saw you just now with your war paint off, I'd have sworn you were a day over 12.
Well, it's awfully nice to hear you say that. I began to think I was getting too old to play either.
How long have you been an actress?
Oh, I've been playing this part almost ever since I can remember. You see, my mother and her mother were Tomers. In fact, I'm the fourth Eva in the Hartley family. Here's a picture of it. It's Mom and Pop, and that's me.
Oh, yeah. Well, where are they now?
Oh, they're dead. Pop fell over a stage brace and broke his hip 8 years ago in December in Paducah, Kentucky. He went into pneumonia. And Mom didn't live but 6 months after him.
Left you all alone, eh?
No, I got a kid sister.
She an actress, too?
No, indeed. Mom made me promise I'd never let her go in show business.
Gosh, you're a cute little trick. It wouldn't do for me to be around you long.
You married Mr. Wampler.
No, I'm a lonely old batch. But I've got a mighty fine business.
You have?
Mm-hmm.
What business you in?
Why, I'm a mart. That is, I'm in the furniture business.
Furniture business.
Yes, but I make most of my money on sidelines.
Trunks ready, Hat?
Yeah, just a minute.
Okay. Oh, Hat, Ed says not to forget to attend to that little matter of business.
Oh.
He said you'd know what he meant.
Will you give me a hand with this?
Won't it close?
No. Oh, Mr. Wampler, there's something I wanted to ask you.
Yes?
I don't suppose you'd be interested in going in show business, would you?
Well, how do you mean?
Well, to be a manager, like? Ed Bondell thought I might speak to you about putting up some coin and be part owner of the show.
Well, is there any money in it?
Well, I never was in a Tom show that made money, but you might get a lot of fun out of it.
Mm-mm. No, I wouldn't get any fun out of losing money. Now, and the way you talk, this troupe must be in pretty bad shape.
Well, to tell you the truth, we're up against it. Oh, we haven't had salaries in over a month, and there has been some talk of attaching the car. But, if a good businessman like you took hold of it, why, I should...
No, I don't think I'd care about the show business.
Oh, how are you and Miss Hartley making out, Mr. Wampler? She's not quite the babe in arms you expected to find, is she?
No. Gosh, that was a hot one on me, wasn't it?
By the way, did the little lady speak to you about the proposition I had in mind?
Oh, you mean about putting money in the show?
Yes.
Yes, she did,
Oh,
yes.
fine.
Yeah, but there's nothing doing. No, especially she tells me you owe the actor so much and liable to have your car attached. No, I don't believe in sending good money after bad. Oh, say, Miss Hattie, what do you say if we see some more of each other?
Well, you see, we'll be leaving town in about an hour.
Oh, that's all right. I'll go over and get the old bus out and drive you down to the station.
Well, I don't know.
It won't take but a jiffy. Be right back in no time.
Well, if I could bring a friend along.
Oh, sure. Bring anyone you like.
Oh.
Well, so long, Mr. Bondell.
Well, you fixed that fine, you did.
Well, he didn't seem to care much about the idea.
Of course he didn't. When you told him that I owed the actors money and likely to have the car attached, that was fine dumbbell exercise.
Oh, well, Ed, I can't help it. I just don't seem to be able to lie to people.
No, you don't seem able to do anything for me. Why, that guy was a cinch. If you just let him on a little and made him think he could make you.
You've got no right to talk to me like that.
Say, listen, sister. I'll talk to you any way I please, and you like it.
Hey, wait a minute.
What do you want?
Well, I couldn't help hearing what you were saying to Hat, and I just thought...
You've no right to think. You're an actor.
Well, just the same, I won't let you talk to her like that.
Oh, now, Mel, keep out of this, please.
Well, what are you going to do about it?
Well, if you try it again, I'll sock you in the nose. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah? How would you like to know you're fired?
But you can't fire me.
Who says I can't? You'll agree ain't so good we can't get along without you.
Well, maybe not. Yeah, but just the same, you owe me money, and I'm going to keep right on working till you pay me.
Say, listen. I'm giving you your 2 weeks' notice to quit right now. And if you're not out of here by then, I'll have you thrown out.
Oh, Ed, listen.
Listen, nothing. He's through.
Oh, Mal, what have you done now?
You think I let him talk to you like that?
A pig stiff.
I know, but you lost your job.
Oh, that's nothing. This ain't the first time I've been fired.
But now we'll be separated. And I don't know what I'd do without you.
Hey, don't you worry. You're not going to lose me as easy as all that.
Well, here we are, Miss Hattie.
Oh, I'd forgotten.
Oh, who's we? Oh, I've been here before. We're old friends.
Oh, you are?
Mr. Wampler, let me make you acquainted with Mr. Mal Thorne. He plays Simon Legree.
Well, you certainly were mean in your part, Simon. Oh, did you tell him about me thinking you were a little kid and coming over here to arrest you?
Oh, yeah.
Gosh, that was a hot one on me, wasn't
Oh,
it?
yes. Oh, Mal, Mr. Wampler is one of the head officers in the Child's Welfare League.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the horseless carriage waits without. What do you say if we start?
Going where?
Why, Miss Hattie said I could drive her down to the station.
Well, I said I would. That is, I might with a friend.
Oh, well, it's all right with me if you want to bring him along.
Yeah, well, she don't. And she ain't going along either.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Wampler. Maybe I better not go.
What? After your promise? And me getting the old buggy out?
Well, she can change her mind, can't she?
Hattie! Oh, there's a fellow out there that looks like a cop, and he started after me, and I ran and hid.
Well, who have we here?
Oh, well, this is my little sister. Shake hands with Mr. Wampler.
How do you do? What's your name, little girl?
Oreo.
Oriole, eh? Gosh, that's an odd name, isn't it?
Well, Mom called her that because when she was born and Mom was coming out of the ether, there was a little bird singing outside her window. The doctor said it was an Oriole.
That's the man that chased me, Mal.
Why, ain't this the youngster we're looking for?
You're looking for?
What has she done?
Ain't you told him about it, Newt?
Gosh, I get it. Why, this is the kid you saw down at the station.
Well, what of it?
Don't you folks know that all kids under 16 have to go to school?
Here's one that don't.
Well, there's a law in Kansas that says you do.
And you show folks got no business sidestepping it.
Well, how can I send her to school when we're traveling all the time?
Well, we got a special institution for just such cases.
Oh, Mr. Wampler, you won't let him do that, will you?
Well, you see, it isn't entirely in my hands.
Well, I know, but you're one of the head officers. They'd do what you said. Oh, if I had to leave her behind, it'd just about kill me.
Hey, Jeff, what do you say if we let the kid go?
Can't do it, Newt.
Why not?
Well, Mrs. Truxton is president, and I'm responsible to her.
Well, tell her to come in here, then. Maybe when she sees these folks, she'll change her mind.
Well, I'll ask her. But I don't think she'll want to come onto the stage with no theater.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Wampler. You're a real gentleman. And you just tell that lady that Oriole does get some schooling, while Mal teaches her geography and arithmetic and everything, don't you, Mal?
Well, sure. Well, she knows more than most of the company now about bounding states and figuring.
Ask me the capital of something.
Italy,
Rome.
France,
Paris.
Turkey. Turkey? Come on, you know the capital of Turkey.
China.
No. Oh, never mind. Name the Great Lakes.
Michigan, Superior, Erie, Ontario, and Niagara Falls.
How's that?
Well, that's better than I could do.
Oh, excuse me, but I've got to get this hamper out of here.
Say, that's an idea. It'll save a lot of explaining, too. Open it up quick.
What for?
We'll put the kid in here, and while we're talking, you can get her out.
Great.
Oh,
Sure.
that's a good
Come here,
idea.
quick, Oriole.
No, yes, no.
You're going to go for a ride, but not to any
Open
institution.
up, strangle.
Steady there, and I'll open the top as soon as you get in the
Oh,
truck.
that's
Now be
wonderful,
quiet.
Mr. Wampler.
Not a sound. Let me do all the talking. Come in, Jane. This is Mrs. Truxton, Hattie.
How do you do? Are you the child's sister?
Yes, ma'am.
I dislike doing this more than I can tell you, but it is the duty of our league to investigate.
Well, you see,
Oh, you needn't be afraid, though. The child will have the very best of care at the institution.
Oh, listen, Jane. I don't see the necessity for drastic action, and I'll be personally responsible.
oh, thank you, Mr. Wampler.
And if she proves her case, you'd only have to let her go tomorrow.
Yes, you see, we're leaving town tonight. We show tomorrow.
Oh, don't worry about that, Hattie. Mrs. Truxton is very kind, and I'm sure when she finds out about this particular case...
I don't think our committee will need your report this time, Newton.
No. Mhm.
Where is the child?
In that room there.
Do your duty, Mr. Morgan.
Oh, Dave, give me a hand with this hamper, will you? It's full of props, and we got to finish loading that truck, you know.
Okay.
Hey, you better come along too, Hat.
Oh, Hattie's going to let me drive her down to the station.
Oh, no, she ain't.
Oh, now, if Mr. Wampler wants me to go, I think I ought to go with him.
You seem very friendly with these theater people, Newton.
Oh, I'm friendly with everyone, Jane. That's my nature.
She ain't in there, Mrs. Truxton.
Look in the other rooms. She couldn't have gotten far. We can't afford to lose her now.
Get her out quick before she suffocates.
Oh, come on, Kate.
Okay. Well, it looks as though we were going to ride by ourselves after all.
Yes.
I know that castle. Constantinople.
Shut up! Ouch!
Why, what's the matter with him?
Oh, he hurt his foot. Say, would you give me a hand with this hamper?
Sure. Don't be worried, Mrs. Truxton. We'll find the kid. Nobody ever got away from me yet.
Well, that's awfully nice of you, Mr. Wampler, and I do appreciate it.
Well, it was a pleasure, I'm sure. And I'm hoping to see you again.
Well, I don't suppose we'll be back now till next season.
Oh, well, I'm not so busy but what I can run up and see the show again at the Eagle Feather. I'll be there. You can depend upon that.
All right. Oh, hello, Mal. Is the kid all right?
Yeah, a lot you care. Running off in a pleasure buggy with a stranger.
Well, just lay her down in the bunk. I'll be in and undress her.
Seem to be pretty good friends.
Oh, you mustn't mind Mal. He's just a little jealous, that's all.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, good night.
Well, good night. Thanks again, Mr. Wampler.
Not at all. Until Eagle Feather.
Yeah, we'll be looking for you.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Where's your John?
Well, if you mean Mr. Wampler, he's gone.
Gee, never saw such a fresh guy in all my life.
Oh, yeah? Well, the next time you keep your feelings to yourself and don't go insulting gentlemen who are trying to be nice and kind.
Oh, gee, don't be sorry of me, Hat. I can't help being crazy about you. Come on. Let's sit down and talk things over.
I've got nothing more to say to you tonight.
I got a present for you.
Well, keep it.
Oh, come on. Look. I saw them on a fruit stand on the way down.
What is it?
Open it.
I don't know.
Hey, looky.
Why, it's strawberries. And this time of year.
Don't you remember this morning you said you wished you had some?
Oh, yes, honey, that's awfully sweet of you, but... Oh, don't you know you can't afford things like that?
Well, didn't you say you liked them?
Oh, yes, I know, but
then
then I...
eat them. You know, luxuries are really a necessity once in a while.
Well, I know
Well,
it...
I know there are lots of people who think it's foolish to spend their money, but what fun do they have?
You don't seem to realize you've just been fired.
You know, I knew a fellow once who put by every cent. He scrimped and saved for years till he had nearly $1,000. And then he died. I believe in spending it while you've got it.
Well, you got what?
Well, you got the price.
Yes, but you haven't got the price of anything. You're broke.
You're eating strawberries, aren't you?
Yeah, but...
Well, you just stick to me and I'll see that you get everything you want. You know, it won't be long before I start a Tom show of my own. And then you're going to be my star.
That sounds fine. But what are you going to do until then?
There's only one thing for us to do now.
Yeah?
We got to get married.
On what?
On Wednesday.
Quit kidding. And you out of a job?
Oh, that's all right. Lots of couples get married on nothing.
Yeah, but not less than nothing. And outside of a little money I've got saved for Oreo.
Say, that's an idea. How much have you got all together?
About 200.
Well,
But I'm not going to touch a penny of it.
You know, I got a scheme that'll roll that 200 up to 1,000.
How?
Well, never mind. You just let me have it, and inside of 2 months' time...
No, now. I couldn't take a chance with that money.
Why? Don't you trust me?
Oh, yes, I trust you. But that's all I've got to give Oriole her education.
Yeah, well, 1,000's better than 200, ain't it? Yeah, and I might even make it more than that. You won't be taking any chance. I'm telling you, this thing is sure.
Oh, now, Mel, don't make me do something I don't want to do.
All right, honey, I won't. Gee, all I want to do is just to make you happy. You know that, don't you?
Yes, dear.
Say, buddy, can you tell me why they dropped us off in this godforsaken dump?
You with that Uncle Tom outfit?
Yeah, that's my car back there. Just woke up to find it on that siding instead of in Clay Center.
You're a long way from Clay Center, brother.
We're showing there tonight.
Yeah? Not tonight, you won't.
What's the reason we won't?
Washouts ahead.
Washout?
Bridge is down. There's a raging flood. There won't be anything going through here for a long time.
Well, what'll I do?
I'm not a mind reader.
Gee, I was depending on showing there tonight to get me out of a bad hole.
Was, eh?
Mm-hmm. Say, any chance of getting back to Eagle Feather?
The only chance of getting out of here at all is to motor over to Center Junction and catch the through limited.
Well, where can I hire a car?
There's a garage across the track.
Oh, I see. I've got just enough for a ticket, and that's about all.
Yeah? That's tough.
I'll say it's tough.
Oh, Hattie, the car stopped. We're in.
Oh, will somebody choke that brat?
Oh, be quiet, Oriole. You're disturbing everybody.
Hattie, I dreamt last night I fell out of an airplane and I wasn't killed.
Well, that's too darn bad.
Hey, pipe down, kid. You'll wake everybody up.
Oh, Mel, how'd you sleep?
Cold.
Ooh, I was too. That's why I kept my clothes on.
Well, that's because we're leaving the plains and getting up in the mountain country.
What mountain?
Well, I think these are the Ozarks.
Oh,
Well, this is a fine time for a geography lesson.
It ain't gonna rain no more, no more. It ain't gonna rain no more.
Ain't it swell to be woke up by a weather report?
Not so loud, kid.
Be quiet, Oriole.
Hattie, can I go out and get some air?
Yeah, give her the air.
Is it all safe out there, Mel?
Oh, sure. They've got us on the siding.
All right, you can go, but you be careful on those tracks.
All right. Oh, where's Violet?
What?
Violet.
Maybe Dave took her out to give her exercise.
Oh, it ain't gonna rain no more, no more.
Why, she's worth $450, ain't she?
Don't know, but I'd rather have the cash.
Why, she's pure bloodhound. Does tricks, too. Be a great playmate for your little kiddies. What do you think?
She looks as if she's going to have pups.
Well, I'll throw them in the trade. All for a ride to Center Junction.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, that's... Step on it, son. I've got to make that through limited.
Oh, there's no water in the tank. It's gone dry.
What do you expect in Kansas?
Say, I've just seen the yard master, and he says there's been a big washout down the line at Foley's Bridge.
Where's that?
It's 10 miles west of here. The river's on a rampage, and it's the worst flood they've had in years.
Yeah.
Gee, there ain't a chance of us getting to Clay Center and giving a show tonight.
Well, can't we hook up on some other line?
Yeah.
You know what?
No, what?
In the van over the garage, so the town of St. Treasure's got a bum lot of troopers on its hands.
What'd you say, Oriole?
He's got Violet, too.
He's got Violet.
Yeah, I wanted to take her, but the man over the garage said the boss of this show traded him the dog.
Traded him the dog?
Yes, for an automobile ride to Center Junction.
An automobile ride to Center
Boy, that dirty two-timing skunk.
Oh, well, maybe he's gone to get us some money.
Yeah, that'd be just like him. Well, that crook is on his way to Kansas City by now. He's left us flat. We're stranded.
Can you imagine? Stranded in my first show. That's the limit.
Well, if I ever sign up again with another cheap fly-by-night, it'll be because I've lost my mind.
Well, I heard about this walking home, but never from a railroad ride.
Hey, you want to know what put us on the rocks?
No, Mr. Bones, what?
Well, because Ed wouldn't do what I told him. If we'd only had a street parade...
Listen, you're going to get all the parade you want right now.
Good morning, brother.
Howdy.
How far is it to Clay Center?
About 20 miles, but you can't make it by this road. The bridge is down.
Oh, I've got to make it. I've got an engagement with a little lady up in a show there tonight.
You might try the dirt road back of Five Forks.
How far is that?
About 3 miles ahead and then turn to your right.
Thank you very much, sir.
Oh, Hattie, there's Mr. Wampler.
Where?
Over the garage, and he's got his car. Maybe he'll give us a ride and won't have to walk.
Gee, Hat, that bird was sent to us straight from heaven.
Why, maybe he'll thank us if you ask him. Sure, Hattie's your friend. He'll do anything for us if you ask him to.
Now, all you gotta do is kid him along a little bit.
Now, wait a
And
minute. She won't do any such thing.
No, she can't do anything for a pal. She's got to do what you tell her.
Well, who's talking to you? Hey, now, look here. I won't have you talking to that fella anymore.
Oh, well, now, I think I ought to do what I can to help the trooper out.
Well, I won't have you asking any favors of him.
Oh, just because you don't like him.
You're darn right I don't. He's been following you around like Mary's lamb for over a week.
Can I keep the man from following me?
You didn't have to go riding with him last Sunday, did you?
We weren't gone over an hour, and we didn't even get out of the car.
No? Well, then how'd you get those daisies you brought back? Yeah, I suppose you'll tell me he's got long arms and just picked them on the fly.
Say, do you realize that we're stranded?
And not a chance to get out unless this guy comes to our rescue?
Go ahead, Hat. Don't pay any attention to what
Sure,
Mal
he'll fix
says.
it for all of us.
Hey, now, listen a minute.
Shut up. She's doing this for her pal.
Why, don't be a sap. This is a break for all of us.
And when I seen you through the window, I told Hattie you wouldn't have to walk because you'd give us a ride. And you will, won't you?
You bet I will. How do you do, little lady?
How do you do?
Gosh, this is a bit of luck for me.
Well, for us, too, I guess.
I saw him first, didn't I?
Yes. Now, you run along, Oriole. Hattie has to talk privately with Mr. Wampler.
Here they go.
Come on, Dad.
look
Come on.
Well, don't you see it's a terrible thing for these people to be stuck here like this?
Well, what'll they do now? Go to their homes?
Well, that's just it. They haven't got the price of a ticket or even a meal. Don't you see? They're stranded.
Well, what about yourself?
Oh, I'm not thinking about myself so much, but they seem so helpless.
Well, you've got to think of yourself, and I've got a way out for you. You don't have to stay in this rotten business, traveling around with a lot of low-down actors and sleeping on shelves. Why, good clothes and a refined life would make a different person out of you.
Well, that's not it, Mr.
Now, you see,
Wampler.
I'm a businessman. I've got plenty of cash. Now, let's you and me get down to cases. I'll make you a little proposition.
A proposition?
Yeah. I guess you know what I mean, don't you?
Well, no, I don't think I do.
Well, what do you suppose I've been following you around the country all this time for?
Well, I don't know.
You don't suppose it's because I'm stuck on seeing Uncle Tom's cabin, do you?
Well, I just didn't think that's all.
Now, I've been studying you ever since I first saw you. You appeal to me. Come on, now. What would you say if I were to ask you to marry me.
Oh, marry you?
Uh-huh. Surprise you?
Well, no. That is, yes.
Well, you see, I figure I've got to settle down sometime. You know, eventually, why not now, as the fella says? And you wouldn't mind giving up this business and living in a decent home, would you?
Well,
You know, your own bathtub and big closets. And only last year I had hot air put in all over the house.
Hot air?
Why, of course you wouldn't mind. And then it would mean keeping your young sister away from show life and giving her the decent education you're wanting her to have. Why, you could live like a little queen. Well, what do you say?
Well, of course, I appreciate you asking me, Mr. Wampler. Any girl would feel honored. But, well, I can't make up my mind all of a sudden, can I?
No, of course you can't. Take all the time you want. I'm in no hurry.
Well, don't you think you could help the company out anyway?
Well, suppose I did take care of them. Send them back to where they want to go. All of them. Would that make any difference in your feelings toward me?
Oh, Mr. Wampler, that would be so wonderful. I could just about kiss you.
You could?
Oh.
I'll take you up on that.
Oh, well,
What's the matter? I ain't poison ivy. It's your own proposition.
Yes, I know.
Hey, let go, you.
Oh, now.
Oh, I was wondering where you were, Simon.
Yeah? Well, I've been watching you. Just waiting for you to make a break like that. And now you get out.
Well, that's for this little lady to say.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Wampler, I apologize for his actions.
Oh, that's all right. I can understand how he feels.
Oh, you can, eh?
And if you'll just wait a few minutes, I'd like to talk to Mr. Thorne.
Certainly, Miss Hattie. I'll wait with pleasure.
Well, a fine spectacle you made of yourself, I must say.
No alibis. You were in his arms. He was kissing you.
Well, I told him he could.
You told him?
Why, sure. He offered to help the troupe out. He didn't mean anything wrong.
Oh, no, they never do. Well, they think every actress is just a...
Now, just a minute. How would you like to know Mr. Wampler asked me to marry him?
Marry him?
Just now.
Why, gee, you're not going to do it, are you, huh?
I'll serve you right if I did. Always wanting to fight and insulting everybody just because they're trying to help us out.
Gee, I know I got a rotten temper. Yeah, but how would you feel if you found somebody trying to grab the only thing you loved in the world?
He's not trying to grab me.
Oh, he's always pawing you. Hey, didn't I catch him just now trying to kiss you?
Didn't I tell you the man wants to marry me?
Yeah. Can you imagine what that'd be like? Married to a guy like that? Just sitting up nights, reading his Roebuck catalog?
There would be a home anyway, and maybe a bathtub all my own and a bed that stands still in one spot and would belong to me. And then I could send Oriole to school and give her a decent education. That's something I never had.
Gee, I know how you feel, Hat. Yeah, but someday I'll be able to do all that for you, too.
Oh, when?
When my ship comes in. Oh, I'm going to amount to something. You'll see.
Oh, Mal. Oh, I wish I didn't love you so much.
There, honey. You stick to me and it'll come out all right. You just send this guy back to Hiawatha where he belongs. You and me will work it all out together.
Well, all right, Mal. But I'll have to square it with the troupe.
Well, what have they got to do with it?
Well, they're kind of depending on me to get him out of this. Mr. Wampler won't do anything if I send him away. I can't just leave him stranded like that. My pals I've been with the whole season. I've got to do something.
But what can you do?
Well, I hate to think of it, but I guess I'll just have to dig into that money of Oriole's.
Oh, you won't do any such thing. Well, I won't let you.
Well, it's mine, ain't it?
Oh, sure, but...
Well, then you better let me have it.
Oh, that's crazy. And besides, I couldn't let you have it now anyway.
Well, why not?
Well, don't let's talk about that now. Now, you get rid of this fella first.
Now, you haven't lost that.
Oh, no. No. Oh, I haven't lost it exactly.
Well, you have. I can see it in your face. All that money I've scrimped and saved for Oriole. And now you've gone and lost it. It's gone.
Oh, now, listen just a minute, Hat.
All these years I've been living out of a trunk and playing and halls or skating rinks, under canvas or over livery stables, eating out of bun joints that weren't fit for a dog to eat in. Just doing without everything to save money enough together to keep my promise to Mom, and now you've gone and lost it. It's gone.
Oh, I'm sorry, Hep. I'll get it back for you.
Oh, yes, you'll get it back. You will. Like you were going to roll that 200 into 1,000. And I trusted you. I let you get it away from me. Oh, what a fool I've been. What a fool.
Want me to wait, Miss Hattie? Oh, no.
Yes, wait. There's something I want to tell you.
Say, don't say anything now, Hattie. Now, you're all excited. Take my advice and
Oh,
think
I'm
it all...
through taking your advice. Mr. Wampler, you asked me to marry you. Well, I'm saying yes.
You will?
And I'm through with the stage for good.
Now you're talking business. Hey, folks! Come on over!
What's the matter?
We're going to be married.
Oh, yeah.
When's it to be?
When do we have it, Hattie?
Anytime you say.
This afternoon, then.
Oh, no.
Never put off tomorrow what you can put over today.
Oh, stand still, will you? How do you expect me to get you ready if you keep fussing around all the time?
Oh, excuse me, Connie. I forgot. My mind was on something else.
I know. Thinking of Mal again.
Oh, gee, I just can't help it.
Well, I must say you're not the happiest bride I ever saw.
Oh, I've got to get over this. I've got to for Oriole's sake.
Sure, you can't help yourself now. And he'll make you happy, too. Why, he's a swell guy, I'm telling you, with all sorts of coin. Atta girl.
Ain't you going to the wedding?
No.
Don't take it so hard, Mal. And don't blame Hat too much. She's doing the right thing. A girl has to look out for herself, you know.
Yeah.
Come on, Oriole.
All right. Say, Mal, got a nickel?
What for?
I want some gumdrops. Say, Mal, why didn't you marry Hattie?
Yeah, because she wouldn't have me. Because I'm no good, that's why.
Oh, I think you're grand. And if you'd only amount to something.
Yeah, that's just it. I'd only amount to something. There's nothing I can do but act.
Well, you ain't so hot as an actress.
Did Hattie tell you that?
Well, she said there are lots of things you could do better if you tried.
Oh, she did she?
Well, I'll amount to something before I'm through.
And she'll be sorry, too. Wait and see.
Oh, look, Connie. Ain't it grand?
Swell. Oh, let's give it to her now.
What, before the wedding?
Yeah, it might help cheer her up a bit.
How is she feeling?
Not so good. It's all been too sudden for her, I guess.
Oh, there's something I forgot to tell you.
What?
When I was buying that thing over at the store, I told the fellow what it was for, and he asked who was getting married. And when I mentioned Mr. Wampler, he said he knew him well.
Well, what about it?
Well, he said Mr. Wampler was an undertaker.
An undertaker?
A what?
Who's an undertaker?
Mr. Wampler is.
Why, he told Hattie he was a furniture dealer.
He is. A furniture dealer and an undertaker, too.
I should have guessed it. In these punk towns, they both go together.
Well, I'm going to tell her.
No, don't do
Hattie,
that.
No.
He probably knows about it already.
Well, if I was going to marry an undertaker, I'd certainly want to know about it.
Oh, has Mr. Wampler come back yet?
No, not yet.
Well, where's Oriole?
I left her downstairs talking to Mal.
Oh,
Hattie, you look beautiful. Couldn't have been nicer if you'd got it in Paris.
Connie helped me make it.
Say, Hat, what business did you say Mr. Wampler was in?
Furniture business. What's the matter?
Nothing. Oh, we bought your wedding present.
How'll that look on your sideboard, Mrs. Wampler?
Oh. You didn't go spend all your money on me.
I certainly did.
Go on, Connie, read your poem. Get it over with, will you?
Oh, come on.
It's something I prepared especially for the occasion.
We're closing and saying goodbye, dear Hat. And it's good luck to you wherever you're at. Since Cupid's dart has hit you, best wishes and love go with you. As the fourth little Eva of the Hartley family, you were great in the role. So accept from your loving friends of the Bondell UTC Company this cut glass bowl.
That was lovely, Tommy.
That's beautiful, Connie.
I don't see how she made it all up.
Well, I had an awful time getting something around with glass bowl. I thought we'd have to change a present.
No. See, I don't know what to say. Of course, I thank you. And I'll always keep it to remember you by. We may not be seeing much of each other after tonight. In fact, some of us may never see each other again. But I want you all to know, when I go to live in that fine house, I want you to come see me. My home will be open to you, whether you're working or laying off, whether you got it or whether you haven't, particularly if you haven't. And well, that's how I want you all to feel about it.
Oh, gee,
That's
sweet.
Oh, eating candy again. Well, you wait till I tell Hattie.
What are you all dressed up for?
Oh, for the wedding. Don't you know your sister's getting married?
Say, Dave.
Oh, hello, Mal. Say, I've been looking all over for you.
Say, listen, run over to the garage and see if that fellow loaned you the Bloodhound.
What for?
We're giving a show tonight.
Where?
Here at the KFP Hall. I got it all arranged. The benefit for the flood sufferers, and we divide 50-50.
You're not serious?
No? Take a look at those. And to get the troop together and tell them to report to the car immediately.
Oh, you're going to have Oriole play Little Eva?
You bet, and we're going to parade, too. Come on, kid, you've got to rehearse. Now get busy, Dave.
Oh, my God!
Gee whiz.
Well, here we are. Took me a long time before I could find one. Mr. Walliver, meet the members of the Bondell UTC Company.
How do you do, Mr. Walliver? How do you do?
And here's the little lady that's going to make the old batch behave, Miss Harriet Hartley.
My congratulations, Miss Hartley.
Did you think to bring the license?
Didn't overlook a thing. Here she is, $2 worth of happiness. Well, what do you say? Let's get going. The old home is waiting for the little bride.
Say, let's do this properly while we're about it. Gracie, you can play the organ. Now, you sit down and give us the wedding march, huh?
Want me to give her away?
No, you'd spoil it. Mr. Wampler, you stand over there. And the preacher right there. Now, Hat, you go in the other room. And while she plays the wedding march, I'll bring you out. See?
Say, wait a minute. What's the sense of all this?
Leave this to me, will you?
It'll make her feel better.
Well, all right, so long as we don't lose a lot of time.
Come on, Ham. Over to the car, everybody. We're giving a show tonight.
What?
Mal's arranged a benefit at the KFP Hall.
Benefit for who?
Why, for us and the flood sufferers. And we need you fellas to help with the props and scenery.
Say, you trying to string us?
Well, take a look at these if you don't believe me.
Who's going to play Eva?
Well, not Hattie. She's given up the business for good.
Well, don't worry, because Oriole's going on for the part. Mal has her over at the car rehearsing now.
My goodness, are we really going to give a show?
You bet. And we're going to parade, too.
Oh, parade.
Well, come on, there isn't a minute to lose. We've got 101 things.
You know what's happened now?
Well, you're giving a show tonight.
Oh, wait a minute. I got Hattie. Oh, Hattie, the troop's gone over to the car. Mal's arranged to give a show tonight.
A show?
Uh-huh. I don't know what it's all about, but I gotta go.
Well, what about the wedding?
Oh, see if you can't get her to postpone it. So long.
Say, wait a minute. Do you folks realize that this wedding is to take place right now?
Well, that's too darn bad. You're gonna miss the parade.
Never saw such a bunch of crazy people in all my life. Did they tell you?
Why, yes, they're going to show. And without me. Well, isn't that funny? Who's going to play my part?
Why, I thought you knew. They're advertising Oreo as the infant prodigy.
Oreo? Well, I won't allow it. She's only a child, and I promised Mom she'd never go in show business.
Well, it's only a benefit, Hattie.
Well, that's all I'm doing this for, is to keep her from the life I've had.
Well, what are you going to do about it? I heard them say they were rehearsing her right now.
Well, I'll put a stop to it. That's what I'll do. He had no business taking her knowing how I feel about it. I'll put a stop to it this minute.
Well, wait a minute, Hattie. I'm all ready to be married.
But you just have to wait.
What's the matter with them?
Well, what's the matter with me?
I don't know.
Well, now I'll be darned. What's the matter with her?
Come on, Bertie, you know that line. I hope you...
Oh, yes. I hope you'll always be a good man, Uncle Tom. And never do anything to,
Vex?
Oh, don't prompt me, I know. To vex your master.
That's it. Now, go on. You know the rest.
That's right. Up at the KFP Hall tonight.
I got the bloodhounds, Mal. The garage man said he'd be only too glad to help out.
Oh, good.
Say, now listen, folks. We've all got to hustle. We've got a lot of work to do before we'll be in shape to give a show. So you boys will have to help carry most of the props and scenery up there from the car, and then we'll have a rehearsal on the stage for Oreo.
You mean that kid is going to play Little Eva?
Well, sure. She knows the part backwards.
Yeah, it's just about the way she'll play it, too.
Next Tracy, why, she'll be great.
Oh, Dave says we're going to parade, too.
Yep, we're going to have one right down the main street, headed by an automobile and a band.
A band? You don't mean a real band?
Sure. This Mr. Bratton, what owns the KFP Hall, got the fife and drum call from the Colored Orphans Asylum.
Oh, Sola Mia.
Yeah, and what's more, he's lending us his own automobile for Oreo.
Oh. Well, all I can say is I never heard anything like this in all my life.
It'll be like old times to march again.
Say, now hurry and get into your uniforms, all of you. We've got no time to lose, so snap into it. Oreo.
Huh?
In that deathbed scene, don't forget what I told you about being on your elbow. Smile sad. No. Sad. That's it. Well, they all fall in line in the following order. First comes the automobile with Oriole in full costume on top of the back seat. Then the fife and drum corps. Then the company, single file, 8 feet apart.
Yeah, and see that you hold it. Say, Dave, I want you in front of him with that banner. Say, come on, you may as well line up now. Let's see. First comes Mona, then Leon, Connie, Tracy, then you, Grace. Sir Ernest, you bring up the rear with Violet.
Okay.
Hey, what's all this about Oriole playing tonight?
Sure, she's going to be our little Eva.
Now, says I can ride in the parade and act tonight.
Well, you can't.
Oh, I'm going to play Eva and I'm a protege.
You're a what? He's taking her to play your part, Hat. He's taking? Well, what right's he got to take Oriole?
Well, I knew you wouldn't do it, and it was the one chance we had.
Well, you didn't ask me, did you?
Because you said you were quitting the stage for good.
Well, you can't have Oriole. Oh, heavens, oh, you won't refuse to let her play one show for the flood sufferers.
You've got to do it for us.
Well, I don't want her trooping.
You don't want to throw us all out of work just because you don't want her in the show business.
Please, Hattie, just for tonight.
Oh, my God.
Fair. We need it badly. You know we do. Oh, well, all right. I'm licked. I knew she'd do it.
Hey, there's the band now. Come on, hurry up, folks.
Look at the crowd following him. Coming to see me.
Say, Oriole, pack out there and get in your sister's angel clothes and hurry. Come on now, fall in line, ready to march. Say, when we get off this car, we've got to make a showing. Say, Dave, get in front of him with that banner. Come on now, all ready, gang? Throw back your shoulders. All right. Mark time. Left, right, forward, march.
What's a trooper? Always a trooper.
You wiggle fit, Hat, if I tie the ribbon tight, but you'll have to fix this dress. It's too long.
Stand up here.
All right.
Say, that's a fine thing to do to me after I got the preacher and everything.
Well, did I know this was going to happen?
Well, can't we go on with the wedding without the troupe?
Well, not very well the way things are now. Don't you see I got to get my sister ready? She's going to act tonight.
Well, what'll we do about it?
Well, we'll just postpone it.
Postpone it?
Oh, we can be married tomorrow, can't we?
Well, what'll I tell the preacher?
Well, tell him to come back tomorrow.
You want me to tell him that
Oh, please. I simply cannot be married today.
Say, haven't you got that dress fixed yet, Oriole? The fife and drum corps ready to start.
Oh, hurry up, Hat.
Oh, I'm not the wardrobe woman. Not yet.
Say, do you know what you've done?
No, what?
You spoiled my wedding.
Well, what do you expect me to do? Cry about it?
Oh, run over and tell that preacher he needn't wait.
Well, all right, but I'm darned if I like it.
Here, let me help.
You did this on purpose. You cooked up this whole mess just to put a crimp in my wedding.
Don't be ridiculous, Hattie.
Well, you understand this. You can't have Oriole all the time. I won't have her in this rotten business. She'll turn out just like me.
Well, you haven't done so badly. You're going to have the home and the bathtub you've always wanted.
Don't be sarcastic.
Well, I mean it. This fellow'll be able to give you everything you want. Say, will you stand still? You're worse than a grasshopper. Have you got any more pins?
Yes, here's a lot of them.
That's the band now. We're holding up the parade.
Oh, hurry up, Hat.
Oh, I'm doing the best I can.
You wait until you see what a good actress I'll be.
Yeah, and how proud you'll feel when you see Oriole's face on every billboard and ash can.
Oh, I won't have it. I tell you, I just won't have it.
Oh, don't worry, Hat. I'll go tubing with Mal, and you can get married to Mr. Wampler and live in his house, and I'll make money and send it to you.
Ah, I won't ever in show business. I tell you, I won't ever in show business. I won't ever in business. I won't
Oh, gee, Hat, you shouldn't have done that. Now we'll never be ready.
Hurry up, Mal. We're ready to start.
Gee, you're going to look like the devil in the parade, kid, but we can't stop now.
All ready? Let's go! You knocked him for a roll, kid.
Didn't I tell you she'd do it?
Did I do good now?
Oh, you were great, Birdie. Simply great.
Wait on my deathbed, then watch him turn on the water works.
Yeah, there won't be a dry seat in the house.
Hey, hurry and change. This show ain't over yet. We gotta go up in that auction mart in a minute. Oriole, here's a bunch of flowers for you.
For me?
Mm-hmm, for being so good in your part.
Well, you're going to stand there all night and listen to how good you are?
Seems to me that all this whooping it up for Kid's sister's gotten under her skin.
Ah, don't be a sap.
Oh, all right. Say, it's immense. It's great, this benefit racket.
Yeah, you know what we did tonight?
No.
How much? 356.50 capacity.
And we got half.
Uh-huh. 178.25 for us and the same for the flood sufferers.
What does it say on this card?
Read it.
For my protege, the greatest Eva extent
Mm-hmm.
from her manager. Oh, Hattie, did you hear that?
I heard it.
And I've something for the new little star.
Oh, what?
A little box of candy.
Oh, goody. Can I have some now, Mal?
Sure, you can have all you want for being such a good little trooper.
Leave that candy alone. I'm the one that gets all the doctor bills.
Why, Hattie.
Hey, Hat, you better hurry up and get her changed for a deathbed.
I wish you'd please keep your nose out of this. Everybody's got so much to say around here tonight.
Well, you needn't bite my head off. I didn't put Oriole in the part.
Come on, troopers. Out on the platform, everybody. Auction scene.
Good luck, baby.
We'll be in the wings rooting for you. You're making theatrical history.
We've got our fingers crossed.
Say, try not to step on any of my laugh.
Sale is about to begin, gentlemen. I'm about to auction off the Negro servitors of the late Mr. St. Clair. How much can I bid for this yellow girl? $200. 200. I'm only offering 200. Who hasn't going to give 300? She's a good nigger, gentlemen. Guaranteed to give you value received. Do I hear the 300? 300. 300. Going in 300. Yeah.
What does extent mean, Mal?
Yes, ask him.
Extant?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that just means...
I'll tell you what it means. It means that you're better than anybody who ever played Eva before.
Better than you?
Oh, I wasn't thinking about you, Hat.
No, you never did.
Oh, that isn't true. Well, it seems as if all my life I never thought of anyone but you.
Yeah, and the first chance you get, you throw me over. For what?
Well, I never did. Well, you threw me.
Just to get even, that's all you did it for.
Oh, now, Hat, you got it all wrong.
Well, I wouldn't let my private quarrel stand in the way of my professional judgment.
Mal, can I have another piece of candy?
Sure.
No. You want to get sick? You already had 2 desserts for supper. Well, to hear you talk, anybody think Eva's never been played before. Where's the greatest little Eva extant? Comparing me to a rank amateur.
Well, you ought to be ashamed of yourself talking like that.
What are you stir about? 'Cause I'm good?
You shut up.
Gee, Hat, you're acting like you were jealous of Oriole.
Well, I'm not.
Oh, well, you're not jealous of me, are you? Just 'cause I'm getting along without you?
Well, I don't know. Maybe I am.
Well, I'm only trying to amount to something. That's what you've always wanted me to do, isn't it?
Well, you didn't have to tell her she was the greatest little Eva in the world.
Oh, well, you see, a real kid in the part makes all the difference. Well, the show never went so good as it's going tonight.
And you mean I ought to quit because I'm getting too old?
Oh, no. It's just the part. Now, you can't help it if Oriole's a kid and you're not.
No, I can't help anything. I couldn't help you losing that little money I had saved. I couldn't help breaking my promise to Mom to keep her out of the show business. And now I can't help being a flop.
Oh, no, honey.
That's all I am, just a big flop.
No, Hat, you're... Oh, now what's the matter? Couldn't you be more careful? Here, now be quiet. Come on, Hat, you've got to help her.
Yes, give me a little bit and throw me up quick.
Well, it's too late now. You'll have to go on as it is.
Oh, I don't want to go play Eva all ragged. It won't take you but a minute.
Oh, come on, now for a show from the audience. Now be nice.
Oh, I won't go on if it ain't so. I can't act unless I feel right in my clothes. And I guess what I'm doing is I'm staying around.
Star stuff, eh? Suppose you'll hurry up, Hat. We've got no time to argue now.
Oh, Mal, I can't see.
Oh, well, here, give it to me. Gosh, I oughtn't to be doing this. There. I must be getting near my cue. Now, Oriole, don't forget what I told you about being on your elbow and smile sad.
Oh, you don't have to tell me. I know.
It's your cue, Mal.
Oh, my...
Oh-ho! So a nigger with his boots blacked, eh?
Oh, please don't cry, Hat. Everything will be all right. You'll see. From now on, I'll act, and you can get married to Mr. Wampler, and I'll make money and support you. Can I have a piece of candy? Being such a good little Eva.
No, you little fool. If you had any sense, you'd know you couldn't stuff yourself with candy and give any kind of a decent performance.
Oh, it won't hurt me.
Oh, nothing will hurt you. I suppose you forgot what that doctor back in Jacksonville said about giving you a sour stomach.
Oh, I know better than him.
Hurry up, Hat. It's nearly time for her scene.
Oh, I'm doing the best I can.
Tracy said if I'd been playing your part all along, we mightn't have gone on the rock.
Will you be quiet?
Oh, I should think you could see yourself what a difference it makes in the show. And now that I've got your part, I'm going to keep on playing Eva all the time.
You will not.
Oh, you got nothing to say about it.
How many times must I tell you to leave that candy alone?
Mel said I have all I want.
Oh, he did he?
Yes, and he's the boss.
Yes. He's the boss.
Oh, can I have 2 pieces?
Oh, Mal said you could have all you wanted, didn't he?
I just want a strawberry inside, Beth.
Well, you just find one of them.
No, that was pineapple.
Well, you keep right on till you find a strawberry.
Might as well get enough while I let me, huh?
Well, you wanted candy? You can have it. What does it matter? What does anything matter?
Just maybe I had enough.
Well, you be sure that you get all you want. You know, you're the greatest little Eva now. The greatest little Eva extant. There's nothing too good for you.
For heaven's sake, Pat, get her out. We're ringing up on our scene.
There goes the music for Desperate. I gotta hurry.
Oh, wait a minute. Why make them wait? You're the star.
Oh, but Mal won't like it.
Oh, it's all Mal now, ain't it? He's the boss, the big manager, and he wants his infant prodigy.
My hat.
Oh, go on. It's your big scene. Knock 'em cold. Act your fool. Head up.
Oh, we're holding the curtain for you.
Is everything ready?
Oh, wait a second. I ain't set yet.
Now, don't forget what I told you about being on your elbow. All right, Dave.
Oh, Topsy, I love you. I love you because you haven't any father or mother or friends. I wish you would try to be good for my sake.
Oh, dear Miss Eva, I will try to try. But golly, I'm so wicked. How shiftless.
Look. Look in those clouds. They look like great gates of pearl. Uncle Tom, I'm going there.
Where, Miss Eva?
To the spirit bright, Tom. I'm going before long.
Eva! Eva! Tell us what you see.
Oh, Papa, I am going to leave you. I am going never to come back.
Ah, there, my dear. You must not harbor such gloomy thoughts.
I'd rather be in heaven.
What makes you so sad?
Oh, Papa, isn't there a way to have Uncle Tom made free? Then when I'm gone?
There, my little pussy. Uncle Tom shall have his freedom.
Oh, do something. I'm terrible thing.
There, my little pussy. Uncle Tom shall have his freedom.
I ain't fooling, I tell you. I really am. Oh, maybe I'm going to die right now, really and truly.
There, my little pussy. Uncle Tom shall have his freedom. What the devil's the matter with you?
Heaven is filled with gold streets and angels. Angels with great white wings and carrying harps.
Oh, I don't say. I want my...
No, wait, no, she's all right.
She's not all right. She's sick.
I tell you, she's acting. She's got a headache. Ladies and gentlemen, I regret to announce that Miss Oriel Hartley, who you have just been witnessing in the role of Little Eva, has been suddenly took sick. If there's a doctor in the house, it would be an act of mercy if he'd report to the stage door at once. The little thespian is plucky and will go on with her role as soon as possible. So I beg you all to stay in your seats and we'll go on with the drama as soon as possible.
Oh, Papa Ghostly right here.
Acts as if she's been poisoned.
Is she any better?
Oh, Lorna, go out your stern and heat some water. Connie, go get hot water back, will you? Why'd I let her do it?
Hey, what about giving her a dose of...
That's what she needs.
Say, Dave, run over to the drugstore and get some... Here, take this and hurry and get a lot of it.
Okay.
Oh, I won't die. take it.
Yes, you will. Then you'll feel all right and you can go on and finish the show.
Oh, why finish with the show? It makes me sick, Jack. Hattie's right. I'm never going to act again.
Oh, you people all go on, let us alone.
Yeah, please. See, it's tough to go on with the show with a kid sick like this.
All us troopers are good for us. I've gone on when I was dying.
Say, would you go on now, Hat? Would you go on and finish the deathbed?
Oh, I couldn't.
Well, if ever I needed you in my life, I need you now.
Oh, you need me now, do you?
I certainly do. But Uncle Tom without the deathbed? Yeah, I wouldn't blame him if they'd run us out of town.
Gee, why don't you do it, Hat? 2 little Evas, 2, count them. Why, it boosts the troop throughout the whole
Oh, I
territory.
won't do it. I tell you, I won't.
Your first and last job as a manager. A flop. Well, I suppose I may as well go out and tell them they can have their money back.
Oh, you wouldn't do that?
Well, I'll have to.
Oh, well, don't. I'll play.
You will?
Come over here, one of you run the kid's stomach. Oh, it's
Good
not
for you.
all right off the fire.
Here you are, Mal. The drugstore guy said to give her all of it.
I'll do it. Hattie, get to your clothes.
Oh.
Come on, baby. Drink it all right down.
Oh, I know what it is now. I hate it.
Yeah, but it'll make you well again.
Go on, sweetheart. Do as you're told.
Come on, Bertie. For your old pal. Good for you.
That'll do the work.
It won't be long now.
Say, I'm going out and announce you now, Hat. And I'm going to tell them they're going to witness a performance now by the most beautiful, wonderful little Eva.
Extant.
Oh, lay off. I'm going to tell them they're getting more than their money's worth. They're getting 2 Evas. The great Harriet Hartley, the most beautiful, talented, exquisite little Eva of the theatrical constellation.
Say, Hat, that guy's no actor. He's a press agent.
Oh, Connie, that's the sweetest fellow the Lord ever let live.
You haven't thought of mentioning that to Mr. Wampler, have you?
Oh, gee, I forgot all about him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
Quick. Oh, I'm going up.
Oh, quick, a washbowl. There's another one. Over there. Hold everything. Yeah.
Hello. Where's everybody?
In there. I'm going out and listen to Mal's speech.
Oh, boy, another night like tonight, and I'll be ready for the booby hatch.
Well, what's the trouble? Why did the play stop?
Oriole threw up her part.
Well, what are you doing in that getup?
Oh, I've got to go on and play Little Eva.
Who said so?
Well, they all asked me to, and I promised Mal.
Well, I've got something to say about that. You gave me your promise to quit the stage, and I expect you to keep your word.
Hurry up, Hat. I got him hollering for you.
She's not going on.
Why isn't she?
Did you or did you not give me your word to give up this theatrical rubbish?
Well, yes, I did, but...
There you are.
You feeling better, sweetheart?
She'll be all right now.
Oh, have you been sick?
Yes, but we don't need any undertaker tonight.
Oriole.
That's what he is, an undertaker.
Well, what are you talking about?
Dave told me, and he said he didn't want anybody to know about it.
Why, it isn't so. You said you was in the furniture business.
Well, I said with sidelines. Ain't that furniture?
Oh, Mr. Wampler.
You see, she didn't know anything about it.
Well, anyway, what my business is has nothing to do with your playing Little Eva again.
Yeah, he's right, Hat. What he does for a living hasn't got anything to do with it. Either you love him enough to marry him or you don't, and that's all there is to it.
Well, you want me to go on, don't you?
Not if it's going to bust up your marriage, I don't.
Oh, what right's he got to object to me helping out the troupe by playing? And after he deceived me about his business. Imagine having to go to funerals all the time.
Come on, Hat. Get ready to go on. You know it ain't right for a trooper to keep her audience waiting.
Yeah, all right.
If you step on that stage again, I'm through.
What?
You've got to make your choice right now. Either you keep your promise to me or we call the whole thing off.
Well, that's tough, because I've got to go on.
No, you don't. You want to. At heart, you're nothing but a cheap Uncle Tom actress.
Oh, not so cheap.
Now, thank you to keep out of this, please. We'll just settle this between us. I said I was going on, that's all there is to it.
Yeah, well, I'm mighty lucky to have found you out in time. I'm saying goodbye to you right now.
But, gee, that's too bad. Maybe you better run after him, Hat.
So what are you trying to do, make me marry him?
No. No, I just think it's a shame to pass up such a grand chance. You know, he isn't a bad fellow, even if he is an undertaker.
Oh, let me decide what I'm going to do, will you?
Well, sure. You always have.
Say, Hat, You ought to have heard them holler when Mal announced your name.
She'll be ready in a minute, Dave. Say, girls, get out there and stand ready for your cues. Dave, take your uke and give him a tune and hold him till she's ready.
Okay.
Well, hurry up, Pat.
Mel, before I go on, there's something I've got to tell you.
Well, what?
Well, I played the meanest trick I ever did to anybody in my whole life. And I did it to my own sister.
How?
Well, I let her stuff herself with those chocolates.
Oh, but you didn't know it'd make her sick.
Oh, yes, I did. I was jealous, and I wanted to see her flop. But all my life, I'm going to make up for what I did tonight.
Come on, Hat. Pull yourself together. You've got to go on and finish the show, you know.
You hate me now, don't you?
No. Gee, I couldn't hate you no matter what you did.
Oh, Mel, I'm just crazy about you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you used to say when you wanted to make me feel happy.
I love you, honey.
Gee, it's no use, Hat. I'm not the man for you. I'm no good to myself or to anybody else.
Well, you discovered new territory, didn't you? The flood route?
Yeah, but the floods will be down in a couple of weeks.
Well, I know, but we're in Kansas, and there'll always be cyclone sufferers to play for.
I can't forget that I lost all that money you'd saved up for Oriole. I'm no good, really. So as soon as the show is over, you find Mr. Wampler and make it up with him.
Well, you don't seem to realize I'm proposing to you.
Gee, it's tough, but I can't marry you.
Say, you've been after me all season to marry you, and I'm going to hold you to it. You're not going to get rid of me just because you suddenly become a successful manager.
Romeo and Juliet, don't you know you got an audience waiting out there?
Holy mackerel, we nearly forgot him. So hurry up, Hat.
I'm not going on until I know.
But they're waiting for you.
Yes or no?
Yes. Now will you hurry?
All right. Here I go now. Little Eva will be played tonight as it's never been played before. I'll show you who's the greatest Little Eva extant.
I bet she won't be as good as I was.